The 22nd of December 2022. Top 5 evening headlines. IDEX Dio signs 150th contract for defense innovation. Pepsi former chief PM Sinha passes away. NTPC Limited and GE Power India Limited sign MoU. UNSC adopts first ever resolution on Myanmar. LG Manoj Sinha announces 3 new schemes. India votes in favor of UNSC resolution on mental health. India has voted in favor of a resolution on the mental health of UN peacekeepers. The United Nations is an intergovernmental organization whose stated purposes are to maintain international peace and security, develop friendly relations among nations, achieve international cooperation. Founded, the 24th of October 1945, San Francisco, California, United States. Headquarters, New York. IDEX Dio signs 150th contract for defense innovation. Innovations for Defense Excellence IDEX initiative of Department of Defense Production has reached a milestone with the signing of its 150th contract. The contract relates to an Indian Navy project of the Defense India Startup Challenge Disc 7 Sprint Edition. The challenge was won by Air Infrasec Pvt Limited, Pune. Pepsi former chief PM Sinha passes away. Priya Mohan Sinha, former chief executive of PepsiCo India who first Indianized colas in India, passed away in December 2022. He headed PepsiCo's India business for a decade, between 1993 to 2003. He worked with Hindustan Unilever for more than a decade before joining PepsiCo India in 1993. Sinha joined Bata as chairman in 2004 and is credited with restructuring the company. NTPC Limited and GE Power India Limited sign MoU. NTPC Limited, the country's largest power generating utility, and GE Power India Limited have signed an MoU. It has been signed for feasibility to demonstrate technologies to reduce the carbon footprint of NTPC's existing coal-fired power plants. This first-of-its-kind MoU aims at partnering on research, development and engineering of technologies. UNSC adopts first-ever resolution on Myanmar. The UN Security Council has adopted its first-ever resolution on Myanmar in 74 years to demand an end to violence. The resolution urges to immediately release all arbitrarily detained prisoners, including Suu Kyi and ex-President Win Myint. It also demands an immediate end to all forms of violence and asks for all parties to respect human rights, fundamental freedoms and the rule of law. Parliament passes Maritime Anti-Piracy Bill 2022. Parliament has passed the Maritime Anti-Piracy Bill 2022 with Rajya Sabha approving it on the 21st of December 2022. The bill enables Indian authorities to take action against piracy on the high seas. The bill defines piracy as any illegal act of violence, detention, or destruction against a ship, aircraft, person, for private purposes, by the crew or passengers of a private ship or aircraft. India votes in favor of UNSC resolution on mental health. India has voted in favor of a UNSC resolution on the mental health of UN peacekeepers. Members of the United Nations Security Council (UNSC) unanimously passed a resolution on mental health and psychosocial support for personnel of UN peace operations. Mexico initiated the draft resolution. The draft resolution will be the first standalone Security Council resolution on mental health. Know about NTPC. NTPC Limited, formerly known as National Thermal Power Corporation Limited, is an Indian central public sector undertaking under the ownership of the Ministry of Power. It is engaged in generation of electricity and allied activities. The headquarters of the PSU is situated at New Delhi. It was founded by Government of India in 1975, which now holds 51.1% of its equity shares. Know about UNSC. The United Nations Security Council is one of the 6 principal organs of the United Nations. It is charged with ensuring international peace and security, recommending the admission of new UN members to the General Assembly, and approving any changes to the UN Charter. Headquarters, New York, United States. Founded, the 24th of October 1945. LG Manoj Sinha announces 3 new schemes. Lieutenant Governor Manoj Sinha has announced 3 new schemes: Holistic Development of Agriculture or Allied Sectors, Aspirational Towns, and Aspirational Panchayat for Jammu and Kashmir. These projects have been approved by the Administrative Council, chaired by the Lieutenant Governor. Over the next 5 years, these projects would transform the agriculture economy of the 22nd of December 2022. Top 5 Morning